Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at let's just get right into the video. First date, I was feeling gas and she started going through my phone. I saw her go through it and continued to feel gas as she read my text messages. I'm a fairly open person with little to hide, but I do value trust and honesty. Soon as the pump clicked, she put it back in a hurry. I skipped the dinner plans and dropped her home. If I can't even trust you with my phone, I can't trust you with my future. What happened next? I didn't address it immediately. She didn't know I was driving towards her house until we got super close, at which point we had maybe 2 minutes left together. In a calm and I'm disappointed in your tone, I told her I caught her in the act and this blatant breach of privacy was a deal breaker for me. She's too old to be acting like an insecure teenager. She was 26, and that she should address this behavior before pursuing serious relationships. She knew she was in the wrong. She stayed quiet till we got back and left the car without a word. Still no apology though. Wow, she didn't apologize. He obviously dodged a red flag, because who in their right mind would go through someone's phone on the first date? What is there to snoop on? The first date? You don't even know this person yet. Why are you snooping in his phone? What is he trying to find? Honestly, like his bank account details? And it doesn't even matter if he's talking to other women because you guys are not in a relationship. And this is your first date. Making spills and messes and leaving it for long periods of time without cleaning it up, like months. How do you not clean up something you built for months? That's nasty. You're gonna let like the ants and roaches get to it. Ew. If you spill something, you clean it up straight away. Dated a guy who seemed chill but kept talking about social media and how people and his exes were scheming against him. I believed him at first until it got to a point where he thought things like a photo someone put up was an indicator that they were getting him back, when these people were literally just doing normal things and posting normal stuff. I think he was a schizophrenic, but it was really unsettling. Months later, he rang me out of the blue to ask me about a link between his ex, myself, and a friend. The link was butterflies, and because of this link, he thought we were conspiring against him. Whoa. Okay, I genuinely feel bad for people like this though, because they literally just can't rest. They're just paranoid forever. They just can't chill. They can't do anything in peace. They just think everyone's against them. Everyone's trying to kill them or something. Well, you three like butterflies, and I saw that she posted a picture of butterflies, and I know you like butterflies, so you guys are planning to get me, right? They started calling themselves poor before humble bragging about making $200K a year and owning 2 houses that their parents bought for them. Yeah, poor in personality. They invited me over for dinner, and to clean the table, they just slung the food off the plates across the kitchen floor, and for the pack of dogs they had to fight over. What? They invited them over for dinner to clean? And why would they sling everything across the table for the dogs? I'm so confused. Why don't they feed their dogs like normal people? She asked for my chapstick and then put it on her dog. Wow, I didn't know dogs need a chapstick. That's my first time hearing about this. What in the world? Okay. I mean, interesting. I went on a date with a seemingly nice guy in my early 20s. It went well, so after dinner we cuddled in the backseat of his car in a quiet country area listening to music. He gently played with my hand and fingers and gave me a little massage. So relaxing. When he got to my wrist, he looked at it, flipped it around a few times, and says in a lustful voice, "It would be so easy for me to break this little thing right now." Imagine if he was like just trying to think about like something sexy, you know, and that's just what he says. "I could show you how strong I am by breaking your wrist." Oh my gosh. First date with a guy who mentioned hooking up that night while I was talking about something else, and I continued speaking to finish my sentence. He immediately asked if I was ignoring him because I didn't stop speaking to acknowledge his inquiry for sex. That's all he can talk about? Sex. I want sex. 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 She never changed her bedsheets in the year she'd been at her apartment, and the previously grey carpet had heavy brown track marks. Ew. She changes her bed sheets like once in over a year. I mean, to be fair, I change my bed sheets like not as often as some people, because I know some people change it like every week, and I guess that's normal, right? But I change it like every month. I'm just lazy, man. I'm just lazy. You know how much work it takes to freaking change your bed sheets? She would make up her own names for food at restaurants and try to order them. No, it wasn't part of some joke. Example, when ordering Cinnabon Delights from Taco Bell, she would say, "I want bonbons." Oh, I would delete myself right then and there. Maybe not instantly killed, but a really lovely woman telling me in a sincere voice that she loved me 3 to 4 hours after meeting her freaked me out in a way that I guess could reasonably be described as the ick. In no way was the statement couched either, just straight up, "I love you." Think I responded, "No you don't." Yes, that's a normal answer. I would have responded with that too. No you don't. But that is very, very, very creepy though. Please don't ever tell someone you love them when you guys aren't in a relationship. Why does this happen so often? Like someone's on a date and they're like, "I love you." Interesting. Went on a date with a guy I met at a party. He made me prove that I liked Lord of the Rings by answering who said what when he quoted someone. He pulled out a notebook of really poorly drawn anime characters and asked me if he could draw me. He was a lot shorter than me and asked if it bothered me. I said no. Then he said, "Good. I like Amazonian goddesses." He kept trying to put his jewelry onto me despite my protests. He asked what I wanted to order for food, then ignored me and ordered me something else and got frustrated I didn't eat it at all. He referenced being arrested, made me guess what for, and when I refused to guess for not knowing him well enough, he said, "GBH. What does that mean? He was a trainee doctor and asked if I'd ever broken any bones. When I replied yes, he said that he was going to look at my x-rays. And the icing on the cake, when I wanted to leave, he got my knee-high boots, slipped them onto my feet and zipped them up and said, "You should be treated like a goddess." All in one date. And this guy's becoming a doctor? Oh, hell no. Seriously, why are some doctors freaking weird? I mean, I'm just saying some, right? Like, there are so many instances where people in that field just do crazy things. And it's like, it's because they're too smart, you know? They're too smart for their own good that they just start becoming crazy. He asked her what she wanted and then didn't order anything that she wanted. I would have left then, honestly. Like, food is life. How dare you? Nah, no thank you. Bye. Yeah, I went on a date with a girl who seemed perfectly fine. She was really nice and made interesting conversation, clearly cared and put effort in the date. But then halfway through, she gets a call on her Bluetooth headset, which I hadn't even noticed beneath her hair. I don't know why, but it turned me off so quick. It was a coworker calling too, and she started discussing some clearly stressful topic, planning a meeting or something. They got to near arguing, and she kept rolling her eyes and sort of half winking at me every time the coworker said something that annoyed her. She ended up saying she had just seen a car crash and she had to run, which really got me back into her, since that's a slick move. But then immediately called another coworker to complain about the first one and kept winking at me. This was all on a Saturday morning, by the way, one of the weirdest dates I've ever been on. At first, I thought that was just like an excuse for her to just like go bye-bye. But she stayed there talking to people, so I guess it was legit, you know. I thought she just wanted her friend to call her if the date was like bad, if she didn't like the guy. My brief girlfriend bought me some hair care products before she came over because it was right by her house. In return, I said I would go grocery shopping and make her a nice dinner. I thought this to be an even exchange. That night, I found her looking through my trash for the receipt for the groceries to make sure that the $30 she spent on me was equal to the amount I spent on her dinner. Oh! What is wrong with her? Dude, I hate people who calculate things to like the exact cent. Ugh. Literally every single problem she had was someone else's fault. Even when there was proof it was her fault, she would argue non-stop that it was someone else's. She got in a car wreck and called insurance over and over again to tell them that it was the other person's fault. They checked the computer in her car because it saved her speech it was growing right before the wreck. It told them everything they needed to know and she still denied it. Yeah, these kind of people, please run from them. You know, one day they're gonna be like, "I didn't murder him." Making assumptions about me on the first date. I suppose someone like you or a girl like you wouldn't understand. I am literally right here. Ask me. Don't tell me what my life is or is like. Anyway, eventually I got up and left. They messaged me what my problem is, so I wrote back something to the effect of, "A boy like you wouldn't understand even if I told you." Wow. I hate that too when someone's like, "Oh, you wouldn't understand. It would be a waste of time explaining it to you." Oh my gosh. Piss off. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.